Let's fall deep down in love. Tick tock, time's out, better make a move. Don't think twice now, you got things to prove. I'm not playing, I'm not hard to get. 'Cause when I saw you, there was nothing else. You got dreams and I got dreams, so let us open up about it. Maybe we will fit right in. You got dreams and I got dreams, so let's start making plans around them. Maybe we can dive right in. Oh, don't let me down, I've been killing love songs, honey. Don't fall around, you know I've been waiting, honey. Let's fall deep down in love. Down in love. Let's fall deep down in love. Let's fall deep down in love. Tick tock, time's up, got my trust in you. This might seem typical, but for me it's new. I'm not desperate, I'm in need of you. Come here, show me, and I'll show you. You got dreams and I got dreams, so let us open up about it. Maybe we will fit right in. You got dreams and I got dreams, so let's start making plans around them. Maybe we can dive right in. Oh, don't let me down, I've been killing love songs, honey. Don't fool around, you know I've been waiting, honey. Oh, don't let me down, I've been killing love songs, honey. Don't fool around, you know I've been waiting, honey. Let's fall deep down in love. Down in love. Oh, don't let me down, I've been killing love songs, honey.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Did I say good morning? I think I said good evening. That just shows you where my head's at today. Welcome, everybody. It is a one-song day today for Friday, mainly because I got on late. I was in the middle of something. But it is Friday. Yay. What's up, everybody? Let me switch over here. Hello. What's going on, people? How's it going? Hopefully you guys are having a good Friday. I had an interesting Friday. Work has been pretty crazy, so at least for me, they decided to change some procedures and some things around, which I don't want to say negatively impact me, but it's more so like I got a lot more stuff to do, which are very time sensitive, and it's been throwing me for a loop at work. So I've been like having one of those weeks where it's like I can't wait to go home just so I could go to sleep and not think about work and hopefully dream about dolls or something other than work. But I mean, it's not a terrible work week. It's just very tiring. So hopefully y'all guys had a better week than me. If not, let's start the weekend off right and talk about some really cool Dolly stuff. Well, what little Dolly stuff we actually have. This week is going to be relatively short, although I do say that every single week, and we end up staying on for like 2.5 hours anyways. But we'll see. We'll see what we get into when we get into it. For everybody that's here, welcome. A Tempest Strife, welcome to the stream. Havlin Star, welcome. Kitten Cat Shop and Scruffy Looking Nerf Hoarder, welcome to the stream tonight. And for everybody else watching in attendance, just lurking around and just hanging out to hear what I have to say, welcome. For those of you that are here on the VODs at a later date because you couldn't make it, not a problem. Welcome to the stream. So, apparently Tempest had a knife too. What's wrong with your keyboard? Why is it spinning, Tempest? Hopefully you got that fixed. Oh, yeah. What's up? Magical Girl Kit Kat. What's going on, Cat? Happy Friday. Yes. Thank God it is Friday. Oh, I could not wait. Every single day of the week, I was like, oh, 2 more days till Friday. 1 more day till Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I got a whole weekend of stuff I got to do. Not necessarily fun stuff, but stuff. So, I mean, I have my weekends, other than Friday doing the doll stuff or researching doll stuff, or my off days now because I'm doing every other week. My Fridays are usually either home with the kids or doing the stream. But my Saturdays are booked. It's like every Saturday, my son's got a Pokemon tournament, which I take him to, which is a lot of fun. But it pretty much eats up most of my Saturday. And then my Saturday evenings, I hang out with a bunch of friends to do some cool RPG stuff. Although tomorrow night, it was canceled because some people couldn't make it. So I was kind of looking forward to that, but whatever. It happens. Life happens. And then Sunday is pretty much like me sleeping. Almost the whole day. So I'm really looking forward to Sunday, is to just like knock out and sleep. because as much as Friday and Saturdays are my weekends, I do a lot of stuff on those days, as is, I'm assuming, the rest of y'all. So hopefully let's get our weekend started off right, talk about some really cool doll stuff, right? Okay. Friday too hard. We feel you on the wild work weeks. We can't catch a break. I know, Kat. You guys, I mean, it must be hard. I don't know what it's like because I don't have my own business, but it must be hard, being the proprietors of a business, because if you take off, the business essentially takes off. I mean, still runs. You guys got employees, but, it doesn't run the same when you're not there, right? At least I would assume. Havlin Star says, I'm finishing up lining, wallpapering my smart doll house. Ooh, sounds like a fun project. You should share it with the class. Post it so we can all see. Kat says, Tempest, is your keyboard spinning for a different reason? It might be, considering the fact that I think Tempest said there's, what's it called? A resin doll thing going on with Volks, that some are getting discontinued and people are trying to snatch up bodies or something. I briefly read over like the whole description, but it's something of that nature, right, Tempest? Why is my phone going crazy? Hold on. It's like I can't make it stop now. It's like doing something weird. Okay, just turn it off. Okay, so before we get into the news today, I have small updates. Not a lot of updates, but small ones. I know I told you guys that I got an Intro to Anime Dolls panel that was accepted at ZenkaiCon, which is coming up in this March. I recently just got an email from the, I guess you could call them the group or the programming group of ZenkaiCon. They asked me to do 2 more panels, I guess because people bowed out or something. So I'm going to be doing a doll panel. I'll be doing my Japanese drama panel and my sumo panel. I believe it's the sumo panel that they accepted. So if you are coming out to ZenkaiCon, and you haven't seen any of these panels before, if you have seen them, no need to come. You guys seen it already. But if you haven't seen it, because I'm trying to branch out to other cons I've never been to before, so this might be your chance. So ZenkaiCon, yeah, I'm doing 3 cons. If anybody wants to go and just hang out, let me know. Like, I'm always down to hang out, so just send me a direct message or something if you're going to be there. I know Tempest and I will be there. I'm not sure who else is gonna be there, but if people want to just like chill out, hang, maybe play some card games or something, take dolly photos or whatnot, come on down to ZenkaiCon in March. Other than the ZenkaiCon news, there was something else. It was like on the top of my head, and I totally forgot what it was. What was it? I was totally gonna say something, and now I can't remember. Oh, okay, now I remember. If you live in the area, the tri-state area, and when I say that, because I know that depending on where you are, it's like, hey, that's our tri-state area. If you're living in the tri-state area of New Jersey and Pennsylvania, that Philadelphia area and like northern Delaware area, they are having their monthly doll meet. It's the East Coast BJD doll meet, the 22nd of February, I believe it is. I am more than likely going to be there that weekend. So if you guys want to hang out and you want to go somewhere where you can see people that you may know, or if you just want to go, it's not like a members only kind of group. Anyone can come and hang out at the doll meet. So it's going to be in South Jersey in Murray Hill. If you don't have the info, if you're not a part of the group, message me. I'll send you a link, let you know where it is and stuff like that. If you just want to hang out and do doll stuff, it's a great group of people. Not only do we talk doll stuff, but there's also all different kinds of things there as well. Like we talk about games, old 80s cartoons. It's a wide variety of people from different age groups with different types of interests. And we all just kind of get together. The main reason is dolls, but there are other things that we discuss and also display while we're there. So if you guys want to come out, just message me. It's going to be this February 22nd, which is a Saturday. Give me a second. An ad's going to play in 5 seconds. So I'm going to take a drink of water before we get down to the nitty gritty. Okay. Ad is in. I hope you all hit the skip button and we're back and good to go. But yeah, the doll meetup is this February 22nd. It's usually around, I think, 11 a.m. to like 4 p.m. I don't believe I'll be there for the whole time because I have other obligations like in the morning hours, but I should be there probably around like 12, 1 o'clock-ish, and more than likely till the end. So if you guys want to come hang out, I don't attend this doll meet all the time because, like I said, I'm busy mostly on Saturdays, but I come down every now and then, just to say hi and hang out and, get together with the people there. Also, there's going to be some friends coming along, as I believe Tempest is coming along for this one. Tempest, you can verify in the chat if you're coming on this one, and possibly some other people, but I don't want to speak for them if I don't have permission. I didn't ask. So anyways, there'll be a bunch of us down there. So if anyone's interested, DM me on Instagram or something like that, and I'll send you the info, and we can hang out and talk some cool doll stuff. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I did the head thing. That was just really weird. It just felt right at the time, but I know it was pretty wrong. Like it just didn't look right. Whatever. I'm sticking with it. Okay. So talking about the news. Oh, I totally forgot. Asana's with me today. So with me is my lovely little co-host, Asana for some Sword Art Online, my Dolphy Dream, old schooly doll here that's still sitting on the original. I think she's still on the DD3 body, the original 3. She's definitely not the 2, because 2 is a little bit different. But yeah, my poor little Asana, she's been stuck in the display case for a while. So I felt like I needed to take her out. But yes, I forgot to intro her like I always do with my dolls. Gosh, I take 1 week off and I forget everything. Okay, so let's get into the news, people. As always, we are going to start with some Dolphy Dream news, and really there isn't much. So let's switch over to the screen over here. We're gonna try to fit Asana in. Yay! Okay. So for the Volks International store, they have their own little page open up on this store for the little DDs. This is pretty much for Chimikos or mini Dolphy Dreams. It's really just there to get you guys feet wet with more stuff for your Chimikos, if you have a Chimiko, that is. But another reason why I think it's on here is probably they're getting ready to release Chimiko on Dolphy Dream Choice system, if I had to make a guess. And they're preparing by letting everybody know, hey, you can buy any of these outfits. They all fit on the Chimiko body. Because I do remember, I wish I had the article that posted it, but there was like a notice on their website stating when the Chimiko body is going to be available on Dream Choice. So I don't think it's available yet, but it might be available in the near future, because people that weren't able to get Chimikos with Anya do want to get their hands on them. So that being said, there's a bunch of things. There's like 3 pages of like items that's specifically curated that fit Chimiko. Like you could see the body, the little tights here, the body protecting suit. This here for the Chimiko, like little Chimiko t-shirts, like the hats and stuff that will fit the Chimiko. This is the swaddling blanket that you can wrap them in. That's for any dolls. It's not specifically for Chimiko. Some shoes and stuff like this down here. And then if we go to the next page, you got fluffy slippers. It's still in stock, actually. You have other stuff here like the panda bear backpack. You got the towel head wrap. You got some really cool like furry shoes. These boots are cute. You got reindeer stuff for like the Christmas things, Halloween like outfits, getting ready for the rest of the year. If you're celebrating for the Super Bowl, this is not going to reach your house in time, but they do have like these cool little like fun like athletic like accessories that you could get. We have little hands that will fit, because apparently MDD hands do fit the Chimiko bodies. And we have the face mask here. We got the little face mask and cat ears. So it's just like a lovely list of like a lot of different things that you can purchase for your Chimiko, if you have a Chimiko, or if you're planning at some point to get a Chimiko and you just want to prepare for her arrival. Because me personally, I do that. Like if I'm buying a doll and I know it's coming in the next, I don't know, month or so, right? Because we all know how Volks works. You order it, it doesn't come until a year later. Or you order it and it takes a while, like at least a month or something, for it to like pass like shipping and pass what's that thing I call? Not immigration. That's for people. What's the thing for like what's the thing for like items when they check it? It's customs. There you go, customs. They have to go through customs and all that. So when I know that's gonna happen, I usually check the Volk site, look for bodysuits, stain prevention bodysuits, tape if I need more tape for the new doll. I always buy a wig cap for all my new Dolphy Dreams whenever they come out, so you should always, prepare for that. Or any hand parts. I personally have a couple hand parts, but if I'm being honest, I never use them. It's like I have all these other hand parts that I should use whenever I bring my dolls out or pose them, but I really don't. I don't end up using. I always use the default hands, and whenever I change them, because I've done it maybe once or twice where I've changed the hands. Like, for example, I did a thumbs up hand, right, on my smart doll once, because I wanted to take pictures with her doing like a little thumbs up or something, and I thought it'd be cute, right? And it was for the picture. And then I got too lazy to change out the hands, and she had the thumbs up for like a year on her. And so like for a whole year, she was like constantly like, hey, like the fawns, like she's just thumbs up in the displays case for a whole year because Shizusan's too lazy to change out the hands. So, I mean, I have all these hands. I just never really change them out. And when I do, they end up staying there forever because I'm too lazy to change it. I'm not saying that you guys are like that. It's just like a little tidbit of mine. If you want to buy hands, hands are available. You should pick them up before your dream choice or your pre-order Dolphy comes in, just so you can be prepared for what's to come. Not to say that you have to, but that's something I personally do. I like to get all the essentials: bodysuit, tape if I ran out of tape, wig cap, and the occasional like outfits, depending on what it is. Because if you get a dream choice, they only come in a slip, so they don't have an outfit. So I usually have an outfit that I purchase ahead of time, so they can already dress up when they come home. If it is something like a collaborated doll, I just dress them in the outfits that they come with, because that's why I buy the doll, right? Because I personally buy the doll because I like that character. So I usually just keep them in that character's outfit. Perfect example, Azone here is in her Knight of the Blood Oath armor. So she never comes out of it because it's such a beautiful outfit. But yeah, I mean, it's just little things like that. I think it's not necessary, but it's nice. You know what I mean? It's nice to have. It's nice to be prepared to welcome your doll to your house or their new collection with all the other dolls in a more comfortable manner for all them. But that's just me. I know nobody really has to go to that extent, but that's just how I do it. Let's see. Heaven Star says, I keep all my limited edition DD on display case too. Yeah, I do too, but my display case is getting way too crowded. I've mentioned this so many times on the stream. I actually have a new doll that I got that I have not unboxed yet. Not because I'm not excited for it, but because I have nowhere to put her. Like, once I unbox it, I got nowhere to put her because there's no space in the display case. But I really need to unbox her because I want to, bring her to the doll meetup at the end of the month this month on February 22nd. So I do have to unbox her at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on this one or not. I really should, but I know I said before that I'm not doing unboxing videos anymore. But I feel like I don't see many unboxing videos of this particular doll on the internet, so maybe I can contribute by putting mine up. But we'll see. But I definitely want to get her out for the doll meetup at the end of this month. Where I'm going to put her afterwards, I don't know, because I literally cannot fit any more dolls in my display case. There's zero room. So somebody is just not going to make varsity, is going to have to come out of the display case and get packed away in their original box and packaging because they got to go somewhere, man. They got to go somewhere. Let's see. I mean, unless there's someone out there that wants to give one of my dolls a beautiful home, I may be interested in selling. And before you ask, no, it's not Yishtola, okay? Because I know certain somebody's going to ask. Let's see. King Cat says customs. Yes, customs. I couldn't think of the word. I was like, yeah, the dolls go through immigration, right? No, customs. That was the word. Thank you very much. Kitten Catchup says Scruffy will be there. I'll be bringing my newly bodied Baltimore BJD. Nice. So Kitten Catchup will be at the doll meet at the end of this month as well. So if you guys, want to come hang out. Kat says, yes, Chimiko, yay! Changing out DD hands makes me more nervous than SMDs. Yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from. Like, at least with the SMD thing. Like, for SMDs, the hand joints are a little bit more sturdy, but also, like, the hands themselves are I want to say, more squishy. And with a little bit of hairdryer, comes off easy. Now with Dolphy Dreams, it's pretty much the same. If you get a hairdryer, you just blow on it for a while, it'll get warm enough where it will slide out, but it takes a little bit more effort than a smart doll. And also the wrist joint peg on the Dolphy Dreams are a little bit weaker than the smart doll one. So you do have to be a little bit more careful. So I understand the hesitation, Kat, but it really shouldn't be that bad. Just give it, a good hair drying and just kind of like wriggle, and it'll come right off. Why is there an ad playing? No, I'm gonna skip this. I don't want it right now. Why is it telling me to put an ad? Okay. Havlin Star says, LOL, I keep a lot of dolls on standard hands. Only if they're going to hold a prop, I have the proper hand. Yeah, I'm the same way. Whatever standard hands they come with, it usually stays that way. Like I said, I rarely ever change it out. And when I do, I forget to change it back. And they usually keep whatever hand that was for like the longest time. Although I will say, if I do change the hands, my favorite hand part. So like, the normal hands are kind of like, hold on, let me. So like, how normal hands are kind of like half open like this. They're like a little like kind of this shape. Sometimes if I can find them, I like getting like the little fist hands like this, because then I could do cute poses like this. I could do cute poses like this, like a little fist kind of like, like kind of thing like that. So like if I have like little fist hands, I usually like having those because they can do like cute little poses where it's like, ee, or like, you can't unsee that now. It's like, or you could do like this, like cute little things like with little fist hands. So fist hands are usually my favorite ones because they're pretty versatile. But other than the fist hands, it's usually just the regular standard open hands I kind of do with my dolls. So I totally agree, Havlin. Let's see. Kat says, I'll need to do that. I'm taking her to visit my parents next week. Maybe I'll change out her hands. Yeah, just a little hair dryer. Just don't put it too close. I don't think it'll burn the hand or any kind of discoloration. I just personally, I get scared because the tip of the hair dryer gets hot and I don't want to like accidentally bump into the hand and then start melting the vinyl. So, like a little bit of a distance away, but you get it nice and warm. You can kind of like wriggle it out. It shouldn't be that much of an issue. And I'm sure you'll be fine. You know your way around dolls, Cat. Tempest says, I'm alive, lying down. What happened? All that spinning of the keyboard, now you're lying down? Please, be careful, Tempest. Be careful. We still need to see you by the end of the month. Scruffy says, damn it. Wait, why are you saying damn it? Cat's laughing at me, and Kitten Hat says, need pinch hands to hold pencils. Yeah, they have some of those. I think it's like these right here. Hold on, where'd my pointer go? I think it's like these, like somewhat pinching, a little bit pointing. Like these are like little like dainty hands. I feel like these ones. They're kind of like a little loose. These fist hands are my favorite. I like that. These, the pointing like gun kind of like hands, I like those because the cool thing with the pointing hands is you could do stuff like this, where you could turn it upside down and be like, like silly things like that. But yeah, I mean, there's like, these hands are always nice. They're always good to have. I say good to have and I never use them, but they really are. They're good to have, especially if you're the type of person that likes to change out your hands a lot, do a lot of different poses, with your dolls or different activities you display them in, all different kinds of things. So I do think it's very good to have if you're the type of person that likes to change them out a lot depending on your mood or what you're trying to do. Me, I'm too lazy to do that stuff. I find a forever outfit. I find, a forever pose, and that's kind of like how they stay. I know it's kind of sad because they really should be taken out and play with a little bit more. I just don't have the time as much as I used to. It's kids, man. I love them, but they take up a lot of your time. Let's see. So moving on. The next thing I want to talk about, because we've talked about it before, but now we have more info, is Snow Miku. So Snow Miku's new outfit for 2025 is going to be coming out. It's not out yet, but it's coming out. It's letting us know between February 15th and March 23rd, you're guaranteed to get one. That's right, people. It is a pre-order project. And like they've been doing in the past, you're going to have pay half now, pay half later, or you can pay it in full options. So whichever you're more favorable to, you can do half payment now, half payment later, or you could just pay the whole thing off in one fell swoop. Now, I will let you know that the payments are 31,900 yen. So let's just round it out. 32,000 yen. You're looking at like around just under $250. You're probably like 225, something like that, depending on the conversion rate when you do pay for it. If you want to do half and half, then you have it at 16,500 yen for half and half. So rough. So let's round it up because you always got to think about shipping, right? So it's like 17,000 yen. You're looking at like probably $100, $110 that you're paying up front, and then another like 110 later on like right before it ships. So, whatever works better for you, it is going to be available. So as long as you pre-order between February 15th and March 23, you'll be able to get your Snow Miku item. Like Batman Jackson, where you at? I know you're definitely going to get one or two of these because I know you. Now, this is scheduled to release in the fall. So if you do pre-order it right now during the February-March time, it is going to take all the way up until the fall for it to be delivered to you. So it'll be there in time to celebrate 2025 Christmas. Now, I want to go over what's actually in it because we saw a prototype picture before, but I kind of want to go over it a little bit with you guys. So as described before, I was a huge fan of the art, like the what's it called? darn it, I lost it. Like the little like sketch art they did of it, of what it's supposed to look like, the little anime version. And I was like, this is going to be amazing. And I said it so many times, it's going to be amazing when they transfer it into an actual product. And I already voiced my opinions on this. It does look good. It doesn't look as good as I hoped it would look, but it still does look pretty darn good. And I kind of want to go over some of that. So I do have some gripes with the hair here in the ponytails. I feel like it should have been blended in more rather than separate strands, and they didn't. So that's a little bit of a disappointment, but I do like the color of the outfit. I thought it was going to be more bluish gray, but it's actually a little bit more just blue for the most part. This is the whole outfit, so you do have like the one sock, and then the other one has like, I guess, a ribbon or garter belt of some sort on the other thigh. And then this is what I really wanted to show you guys. See how like it goes from blue and it turns to white, like it kind of shades into it like an ombre. That's kind of what I was hoping they would do for the twin tails. Like I really wanted some kind of like a mixture or a blend of the blue and white for the twin tails, rather than having like the twin tails actually be like, look at this, like separate strands. It doesn't really blend. It's actually separate strands of white that's like, you know, kind of like flagged in there, like right here. I really wanted it to be blended much like the bangs, because that is beautiful. I think the way the bangs are done with the blending of the white at the tips, like I think that looks really, really nice. Like I just wish they did that on the rest of the hair is really what I wish for. Now, with the hair accessories, they look really cool. Like, look at this. It just looks weird. Like, this white stripe. It's not blended in. So you have, like, the little hair accessories, which are so cool. Like, you got the pearls here. You got the snowflake. You got the ice crystal on the other one. Here's the pearls and the snowflake up close. Then on the... Oh, you have the little brooch here. I thought there was, like, a crystal. Yeah, here it is. So there's the other crystal with the white kind of, like, scarf thing hanging off the twin tail. It looks really beautiful. I think it looks really nice. It wasn't up to my expectations, but I guess I had unrealistic expectations of what it would look like. But it's probably one of my favorite Miku outfits. You know, aside from the Sakura Miku outfit that everybody loves, like the schoolgirl Sakura one, everybody loves that outfit. So aside from that one, I think this is probably my second favorite one out of all the Miku outfits for sure. And then here's everything laid out, you know, that you're going to get. So you got the wig, you got the skirt, the one leg stocking, the garter belt, the gloves, the hair accessories, the top with the this is interesting because the top and the brooch are actually one piece. I actually thought it would be like two pieces that you would have to put on. You got the hair scarf from one of the twin tails, and you got the shoes. So that's everything that's included with this outfit. So if you want to get this outfit, which is by far an amazing outfit, you know, make sure you join the Volks International page between February 15th and March. What was the deadline day again? It was March. It's on the other page. Hold on. February 15th to March 23. So you have a little over a month to get your pre-order in. So if you do like this outfit, I know it's a little pricey than most outfits that you would buy, because, you know, most outfits from Volks are like sub $100. The more elaborate one's a little bit over 100, but this one you're looking at like 200 and change. So it is a little pricey, but for Miku outfits, it is par for the core for Miku outfits. So, you know, if you do want this, just don't miss out on it. You got like a whole month to save up, you know, to pay for it. At least if you're doing half payments, then you got longer than that to save up to help pay for it. I'm not trying to be an enabler. I just hate like seeing, you know, people when they comment and they're like, oh, I really wanted that so bad, I can't believe I missed it. So it's like, if you really want it, I'm letting you know, please don't forget February 15th to March 23rd. And obviously, you know, everybody's financial situation is different. If you really can't afford it, I'm not trying to say you should get it. I don't want you going into financial bankruptcy over an outfit. Okay. Some people might think that's a priority, but I really, you know, I want you guys to like prioritize yourselves first. Remember, This hobby's a luxury. It's not a necessity. Okay, we need to spend responsibly. I say that while I just said like, oh, I got new dolls and stuff, but really, we have to try at least. We gotta try to spend responsibly. Okay. Let me see. A couple of you guys are commenting here. Poking hands for picking noses and bum shooters. Yeah. What's the Japanese thing where they do the hand thing like this? Janken pon or something like that. Kin Catchop says, get it. Some dolls are now forever outfits now. Too many. Yeah, forever outfits are my favorite. I really like that. The only one that ever changes their outfits the most is Cheryl. For some reason, Cheryl, like, she goes with like almost any outfit I can put her in. I don't know why. She just does. And then the other girls like have forever outfits. Even Chitose, my beloved Chitose's pretty much have herself a forever outfit for sure. Mimi Bernard, welcome to the stream. Hi from the UK. It's 3 a.m. Oh my goodness. But I'm wide awake. Love the stream, but normally don't get to watch it live. Well, welcome, Mimi. Thank you for coming to the stream. An ad is going to play in 10 seconds, so I'm going to get a drink of water really quick. Just make sure you hit that skip button, okay? I don't want you guys getting stuck in that silly ad. That being said, the ads is what helps fund this channel so I can keep it going as little as it is. Full disclosure, in the year of 2024, my YouTube channel has netted me a whopping $100. So thank you, everybody, for putting up with the silly ads that come up. I really appreciate it because that little bit of money always helps, keep the channel going, helps me pay for like little things that I need to upgrade with like the setup or whatever. So I do appreciate you guys being patient with those ads coming up because it does help. So Mimi, welcome to the stream, Mimi. I'm glad you can make it. Although 3 a.m., maybe you might need some sleep. I don't want you stumbling around during the day because you didn't get enough sleep. But thank you for coming and on the live stream. Really appreciate it. Kat says her outfit is phenomenal. Love the wig too. The wig is great. It's just I wish it was like more melded in. I pre-ordered the Nendroid version, but skipping the Miku outfit. That's cool. I mean, Nendroid 1 is definitely cheaper than getting the outfit. It's whatever works for you, Havlin. Kat says, I agree. I wish the color would have been more accurate to the art preview. Yeah, because the art preview looked amazing. It was like a bluish green for the original art preview, but the product that we actually get is like this, it's like a silver blue, I guess you could kind of call it. Satiny blue. Kitten Catchop says a lot of shiny polyester, but I like the concept. Yeah, it's still a cool outfit. I still think it looks really good. I just hold on, going back to it. I just wish it looked more like the photo, but I like I said before, I guess that's me being like a little unrealistic, expectations of that. Now moving on, this is a little bit of a downer. So apparently our February outfit collection is going to be postponed or canceled for the most part. It says, due to various reasons, we have decided to cancel the February new dress presentation scheduled to be held on Saturday, February the 15th. So for those of you that are not really familiar with the release schedule for Volks, in the beginning of the year, we usually have a February outfit collection, which usually has a couple like leftover winter stuff, but it's mostly spring outfits getting ready for the spring. But this time around, we don't have anything. I don't know why Google Translate said February new dress presentation, but it's basically the February outfit. They usually call it like something like February 2025 winter outfit collection or something like that. But I'm kind of bummed that they don't have it. Like, I look forward to these outfit collections every time that they're released. I don't necessarily buy anything or buy everything, but every now and then they'll release an outfit set where I'm just like, ooh, gotta have. So, it's a little, I'm a little bummed out that there's no February outfit collection. Now, whether or not they're gonna postpone it to a later in the year, I don't know, but it seems like they're just straight up canceling it. At least if Google Translate is any indication, it translated the word cancel. So that kind of leads me to believe that we're just not getting an outfit collection for February. So the next outfit collection is probably slated for the spring. Usually it's around May, getting ready for the summer outfits, and then usually have another outfit collection around August, which is usually when the Dolpa is. So you have a Dolpa outfit collection in August that gives you like fall outfit stuff. So yeah, it's just a bit of a bummer. We're missing out on the February one because, you know, I always look forward to these outfit sets, especially like when they release the school outfits. And no, when I say school outfits, I don't mean like the traditional Japanese like sailor, you know, kind of outfits, like, you know, like Sailor Moonish type of like pleated skirt. Like they have, Volks has a line of outfits for school outfits. It's called like the White Rose. I think it's called the White Rose outfit collection. And it looks like, what's the best way to describe it? It's like prep school, like olden, like 1800s or early 1900s preparatory school, like long skirts with like, you know, the little lapels and like a little over, like a shawl, like an over shawl over the dress shirt. They're usually like really nice. And if you're into like period pieces like that, or like school outfits or attires, then, you know, I look forward to the White Rose collection every year. They're usually like my favorite things to get. But I digress. I'm a little disappointed we're not getting a February outfit collection. I like I said, I always look forward to that. Now, moving on, we are going to move to Volks USA stuff. So that's everything for Volks International. So for Volks USA, they are having their limited events page on Volks USA. So this is going to be a lottery. February 1st, already started, but February 1st to February 10th, it is your chance to put in lottery for DDS Chisato or DDS Takina Inoue, which on Volks USA website, let's see, they got the name right. They got Chisato in there. I don't know why the Japanese site has it different, unless the English one just changes her name to Chisato, and really the Japanese one's really Japanese name one. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just used to calling her Chisato. Either way, Chisato and Takina and their outfit sets are on for release for the lottery. So there are other things here, like you have the SDGR girl Matcha, which is one of my good friends loves the matcha look. The SDGR girl Yumepi is also going to be available here, which Yumepi has a very interesting look in her face. She reminds me like the Harajuku girls for sure. And then you like have like little ones like the YoSDs here. They're all going to be part of the Volks USA lottery. Now, the lottery is February 1st to February 10th, as it shows here. The result announcements, that's the important one, is going to be by February 21st. Now, remember, if you get an email, it means you won. If you didn't receive an email by February 21st, it means you did not win the lottery. Okay, so I don't want you like holding out like, oh, it's February 28th, still haven't gotten that email. No, February 21st, okay, is when you're going to get them. If you don't get it on February 21st, you didn't win, okay? Now, and then once you win and then you pay everything, you're going to get yours delivered in late March, early April. This is always wrong. It's usually a month later. So if you did win this, you're probably going to get it late April, early March is probably what you're going to get. It's usually always 1 month after. There's always some kind of delay. But yeah, if you missed out on getting either of these characters on the Volks International after event, which is always a click war, if you weren't able to do that, at least you have a chance here with the lottery. So, you know, you can send in your lottery ticket anytime between February 1st and 10th. Remember, you only have 3 more days now. And you're guaranteed a shot. Just make sure if you win that you do buy the doll. I know it sounds silly, but like if you win and let's just say you got into financial hardships or you're just not able to buy the doll, just know that if you cancel a winning lottery order, that there's a possibility that you could get banned from participating in the future. So I just want to make sure that everybody realizes. I know I say it in every single stream, but you never know who's watching on the next stream. I could have a new person that's watching right now that has no idea. So I always like to repeat myself so everybody knows. Make sure if you win the lottery to purchase it. I mean, obviously, don't put yourself in dire financial debt in order to do so. But I just want to let you know, if you ever cancel a lottery winning, you more than likely will get banned. And there is an actual rule for that on their website. I found it one day on a live stream. It's in there. If you really want to find it, it's there somewhere. Okay, moving on. The Doll Party 52 outfit collection. Now, this is the collection that released in Dolpa in December. We've covered this numerous amount of times. I'm just reminding you guys, there's still a lot of it left on the Volks USA website. I mean, pretty much almost all of it, except for the plushie snake, which was really cool. The black knit dress, and I think that was it, right? Yeah, everything else. Oh, no, and the ribbons. But everything else is in stock. Like the track suits are in stock. The Ida bags are still in stock. The jackets are in stock. The long pleated skirt, which I really want, but it's, I just don't have any money for it right now. That's in stock. And then the white knit dress, which is really cool, is also in stock right now. I wish the snake was available, though. The snake is pretty dope. So I'm just reminding you guys, if you missed out, or if you're just getting into hobby, you had no idea this was coming out, these things are still available on Volks USA, should you want to purchase any. Moving on. Volks USA also has their Snow Miku thing. So just remember, the Snow Miku we did before, this is the Volks International website. If you don't want to go through the whole international thing and you rather just buy it from a USA distributor, the Volks USA is also having their snow outfit collection. The pre-order period is from February 15th to March 23rd, which is exactly the same as the international one. And you're, you're scheduled to get it sometime around in winter. So for Volks USA, it's always later. Just remember it this way. The priority is international or the Japanese website, and then everywhere else. So if you pre-order this Snow Miku outfit in the international website, you're more than likely going to get your outfit before the Volks USA one. They always prioritize the international orders from the international website before they do the Volks USA ones. I don't know why that is, but that is usually always the case. But if you're not in a rush to get your outfit and you really don't care, you just want it, it doesn't matter when it comes, then, get it from the Volks USA one. If that's what, floats your boat and is better for you. Okay. Let's see here. All right. And then I think that's everything, right? Yeah. So that's everything for the Volks segment of today's episode. That took a little bit longer than I expected. Now we move on to Azone. So for Azone, there really isn't much going on. I guess because they're getting ready for Wonderfest, which is coming up. But what they do have in there is they're having their Valentine's Day campaign, which already started on 2/1. Now, unfortunately, you can only participate if you live in Japan, because it's in the stores. But if any of you are traveling to Japan, and you will be in Japan because you're traveling there, if you go to the Azone Direct store, they have their Valentine's Day campaign, and all of it is just cushions. You get small, medium, or large cushions. It's with a purchase of they said 3,000 yen or more. Yeah, 3,300 yen. You receive one of those things. You also have to be a member of their fan club. Just throwing that in there. A general customer will have to pay 5,500 yen if you're not a member of this fan club. So take that for what you will. It's not like something that I really let you guys know mostly. It's just, I thought it was cool that they're doing a Valentine's Day campaign. And if any of you just so happen, something stuck in my eye. If any of you just so happen to be in Japan or planning on going to Japan, maybe you could pick yourself up a nice little cushion if you're interested. Other than that, they do have some announcements for Wonderfest, which is coming up for the 2025 Wonderfest, which is in 2 days, mind you. They have released that they are going to be doing these 1/12 scale Pico Nemo dolls. So these are the body types. Now, if you don't remember, Pico Nemo are really small. They're around 6 inches tall. They're roughly the same exact size as a Mecha Musume. And for all intents and purposes, they pretty much are a Mecha Musume. You just don't build it. Like these are all pre-built bodies. And same thing with anything else. You could always change out the hair. It's plamo style hair. It's plastic hair. You can change out the body parts and you can change out the outfits. But this is something that they are doing a pre-sale for to pick up at Wonderfest. And I know that most of you won't be at Wonderfest, but essentially what it means is that at some point in time in 2025, these may be releasing on the Azone websites for you to just purchase outright. So these are the new 1/12 scale Pico Nemo R body Type M bikini mold. You know, the Azone people are not, if anything, consistent. They are always so consistent with really long, exaggerated names for their things. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there really isn't. Like, they can name their things whatever they want. It's just I noticed that whenever they name things, they usually are like these really long, like, I think convoluted like titles. But it is what it is. It doesn't matter. They're great dolls. They're beautiful dolls. You know, and if you're into that whole Mecha Musume thing, this might be right up your alley. I think I'm sorry, my eyes are like killing me. I think Mecha Musume is like really cool. It's just, I find that I don't have the time to build them anymore. So it's like, this is like a pre-built Mecha Musume, so it's kind of a little bit more up my alley, so I don't have to build them. Because I bought one Mecha Musume. I built the doll itself, and then like I got way too tired and I didn't build the rest of the thing. Like, cause she came with like armor pieces and a backpack and wings and like guns and stuff. And like I just made the doll itself and put the clothes on, and then I didn't put on the rest of it. Or I didn't even bother building the rest of it. I'm not saying you guys are like that. I'm just saying for me, I just couldn't. I don't know if I could do Mecha Musume anymore. I just don't have time. I don't have time to build them. That's the problem. When I do have the time, I enjoy building them. It's therapeutic. It's calming. You know, I get to like, you know, follow steps in an instruction manual instead of having things all over the place. Because, you know, for those of you that have kids, you know that you can never plan out your day. It always gets screwed up in one way or another, and you have to like improvise as you go along. But I literally don't have time. And as a true Gundam fan, I have a huge backlog of kits that need to be built that I just probably will never end up building. So, you know, at least in that respect, I'm a true Gundam fan. Because as any Gundam fan will tell you, they have a backlog of Gundams. And I also have a backlog of Gundams that I wish I could build at some point. So other than that, you know, there really isn't much in this article. They're just displaying that you can put underwear on these girls. I don't know why they have to show specifically the underwear and they can't just say, hey, you could dress them up in these outfits. But it's there, I guess. You know, and to be fair, I'm not giving it its due diligence, like in researching every single little detail of it. It's mostly like, I just think this is a fun little thing that they're doing. And if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I do recommend that you read up on it. As I mainly try to focus on like the bigger vinyl dolls. It's like kind of the thing that interests me the most. So I usually talk about that. But if you like the smaller like Pico dolls or the plastic ones, the Azone does have a lot of good stuff for that, especially in like the 1/6 and 1/12 scale range. Kitten Cat Shop says, interested to see about clothing for these. The clothing should be really easy for you to find. If you go on amiami.com, they usually carry a lot of like different clothing outfits that are from Azone that you can buy from them rather than having a proxy like get it for you. You can see a lot of different outfits for the 1/6 scale Azone stuff there. Havlin says, I love building Gundams. I know, me too. I just don't have the time, Havlin. Like, you know what I have? I have the Gundam base Freedom Gundam, because Freedom Gundam is one of my favorites. I know people are probably like, oh, you're such a normie. I love the Freedom Gundam. I just think it's so cool, and Gundam Seed is my favorite, and I know people are gonna be like, boo, this is my favorite. So anyways, I have the Gundam base Freedom Master Grade 1/100th scale metallic version. It's like steel, like it's not actual steel, but it's painted to look like steel. It's like a full steel looking like thing. So there's no color in it. It's just solid, like not solid actual steel, but it just looks like it's made out of solid steel. It's a really cool kit. I wish I had time to build it. I haven't had time to build it. I also have the limited edition Zaku, which is the what's her face? Lacus Klein. The Lacus Klein inspired like pink Zaku with like the hearts all over it. So it's like I have that, just haven't had the time to build it. And I really want to build it because I want to put it on my shelf, but it just takes so long to build. Kit Catchop says there may or may not be a box of kits under Corey's desk. Kat says I took a closer look at the Iris bodies and they are really beautiful. The whole sculpt is really different for a vinyl doll. Which Iris bodies are you referring to, Kat? I'm not really sure which one are the Iris bodies. Kitten Cat Shop says 112 is perfect for doll houses. That is true. They are small enough to fit in doll houses. Haviland Star says I finally bought the RX-78 to Gundam Perfect Grade Unleashed. For the go time, I'm getting the version that has a robotic body. I also have the Perfect Grade RX-78 Perfect Grade Unleashed. It's sitting right next to me inside my closet. And I was one of the first people to get my hands on it because I pre-ordered it as soon as it came out. So I have the first version of it, which there was a lot of complaints that it was missing some runners or missing some parts. And I just never opened it and built it. I spent like, what, $278 on that thing? Never built it. Just sitting right there. I really want to build it. I don't have time. I buy these things that I have no time to do. Like I have zero time to do, which is obviously a huge waste of money. And don't tell my wife that I bought these things because she would flip out. But they're in there. They need to get built at some point in time. Maybe when I finally retire at the grand old age of 70, I'll start building these kits. I'll start on my backlog. Oh my goodness. Kat says, I've bought multiple kits for my brother and he has yet to build any of them. That's a true Gundam fan right there. It's a true Gunpla fan. Is you buy these kits and you're like, this is amazing. Can't wait to build it. And then you never build it. That is Gundam in a nutshell. Azone, 1/3 scale. Oh, the 1 scale, the Iris body. Oh, I know what you're talking about now, Kat. Sorry. You're talking about the Iris Collect girls. Yes. So the Iris Collect girls, they're very pretty. Those are really nice dolls. If you do have any interest in purchasing any of them, I mean, I have one. I have the Kano doll, and she's amazing. She's definitely different though. Like it says on the box that they're 1/3 scale, but they're more so the size of a mini Dolphy Dream. And their proportions are obviously different than mini Dolphy Dream, but like they're really, really nice dolls. The only problem that I have with Azone dolls is that they always come with large busts. Like they don't like they do have small busts, but it's super hard to find. And I know I've been trying to find a pair for Anna for like the longest time, and even my proxy in Japan that I usually use can't find a small bust. So that's the only problem with those Iris dolls is that they just have really big busts. And it only gets bigger. So it's like if you buy an Azone girl and they have like, let's say like a medium bust or whatever, you can't find anything smaller than that. It just goes higher. Like they have like sizes that's like G bust, H bust, I bust. And it's like, what are these letters like that are coming out? There's just these huge busts for some reason. And sometimes it can be a little unsettling, especially if you're not into that kind of thing. But it's not like they don't make the small bust. It's just not easily had. It's very difficult to find. But Anna says in chat that she finally got one. I finally got the small bust for Iris Collect dolls. The other one was Adopted Kano. Good to know that they have option busts. Yeah, they have option bust, Cat. It's harder to find them. So with a small bust, she's a perfect sister to SMD. Oh, that's nice to say. That's cool. You got it on eBay? Oh, so okay. So I guess eBay had something that, even Japanese people can't even find. It's like, because my proxy was like, I can't find one. The only one that they found was on a doll already, and you had to buy the whole doll, and like I wasn't interested in that. But Azone, Azones are nice dolls, and if you ask our resident Azone expert David Kane, if he's watching this at some point, he knows a lot more about Azone than I do. But if you have any questions, you could always post in the comments. I'm sure he'll answer at some point. He always seems to hop in now and then and check out the streams. But yeah, if you have questions about Azone, he knows a lot about that stuff. It's gonna be an ad. Let me get a drink of water real quick because my throat is getting dry from all this talking. Okay. There we go. All right, so moving on. Scruffy says, wait, did I miss something? Oh yeah, Havlin says, oh man, how dare you, joking. I haven't built it. Scruffy says, I have the RX-78-2 kit that I bought at the Gundam Cafe in Diver City that I have yet to build. See? Every Gundam fan is like that. You always have kits that you just never build. Like, I don't know. It's just something about Gundam. Havlin says, I think I've built at least 10 Gundams by now. From the 144, 1100, 140th, and 160th. My unicorn Gundam is almost the size of a Dolphy Dream Pretty. My favorite, I want to say my favorite Gundam model kit that I've built so far is, I would have to say it's the Sazabi, Master Grade Sazabi, the 100 scale, 1/100 scale red Sazabi. I love that thing. It was a pain in the butt to build, though. Oh my god, so many parts. It was insane to build. But it's my favorite one. It's my crown jewel in my Gundam case. I think I had to downsize, so my Gundam case has Master Grade Sazabi, Master Grade. What is that? It's not the Prudence Gundam. The enemy one in Gundam Seed. It's not Prudence, is it? Something like Proudmoore or something like, I don't know. So it's that one. I have the new GM Sniper, the blue one that came out, just because I wanted to try out the really cool flex joints, and they are cool. The RX-72 one, the new Gundam one that he pilots in the movie Char's Attack, that goes with the Sazabi. I have that one. I built that. Very nice. And then I have a collection of small Gundams, which not many people have or know they exist. So Gundam, I'm sorry, this is a huge tangent. For those of you that wanted the doll news, I apologize. But Gundam released, if you go to Japan, it's easier to find, but Gundam released a RX-78 of each major baseball team in Japan. So I have 3 of them in my collection right now. I obviously have the Oryx Buffaloes, because it's my favorite team. I have the Saitama Lions, and I have the Yoimura Giants RX-78 that I have like in my little collection. I kind of want to get the rest of the baseball teams, like the Swallows and like the Lions and the other one that has that really weird name. It's like what's the really? I forgot the name of the other one. I have a lot of teams, anyways. So I'm trying to strive to complete my collection of all the major baseball teams in RX-78 form. But that's just my own little, tangent about Gundam model kits. Kit Kat Chop says, the seller had car parts and then just 2 random busts. That is so random, Anna. I cannot believe people, you know what though? In a way, that kind of makes sense, because if I were to sell things out of my garage, like I have like extra car parts for like when I was in the car hobby that I could list for sale, and then if I wanted to sell some of my doll stuff, it would kind of be the same thing, like have doll stuff and car parts. Must be some really good box art. Yeah, a lot of the box art is really cool, especially for the Perfect Grade Unleashed. My brother is spending the weekend with us and watching. He says the fact that you have to cut out each piece and sand them. Yes. So you don't have to really sand them, but it's kind of a shame if you don't, like, because then you would have like these weird marks on your Gundam. So if you want it to look really nice, you should sand them. but you don't necessarily have to, if that makes any sense. I would recommend that you sand them because it would just look pretty. But if you don't, you're just going to have like these weird little like markings all over your Gundam, which will look strange. I mean, unless you paint them. If you paint them, it kind of covers over it. So it really depends on what you do. Kitten Cat Chop says, last weekend we found some cool Gundam sources. Ooh, let me know. Havlin Star says, I gotta say, I never sand my Gundam pieces. I just scrape the pieces nicely. That is also a good way. Like, if you're good with, like, your X-Acto knife in, like, you know, lightly peeling away, like, the scarred area, I know a lot of people do that, too. And that kind of cuts down on sanding if you don't like sanding. Havlin says, I actually like my Gundam scuffs. Kat says he feels validated. Thank you. No, it's true. Like, you don't have to sand them, but like, you know, they look a lot nicer when you do. They definitely do. And then if you add that, like, you don't have to go the whole step where like you paint everything and do a primer coat and then a clear coat. You don't have to do any of that. Just like a nice sanding, and then if you want to give it that little extra oomph, you could do some panel lining. Like, it's not much effort to panel line, just like a little drip of like some black ink like in the panels, and it even like it just kind of spreads itself all throughout the line. It gives that extra like 3D look, which is really, really cool. Let's see. Kitten Catch Up says, found a shop with Sony Angels and Super Creator, lots of Gundams. Ooh, that sounds cool. Yes, and not marked up either. Ooh, that's cool. Send me a link. I'd like to check that out. Okay, we kind of got on a bit of a tangent. Okay, so that's everything for Azone stuff. Like, I mean, there really wasn't much for me to go over with the Azone news. I mean, if you wanted to go on the actual page, you can see this is the regular stuff. I mean, a lot of these girls are very cute, but they're like the smaller ones that I don't... Excuse me. Apologize. That I don't really pay much attention to. You know, it's not really my cup of tea, but a lot of these girls are being released. Same with these new RE0 ones that are here. It's like, I guess, an upgraded version, because these were released like a while ago. But there's all different kinds of things here that you can find on this azone.net international website thing. So if you do want to take a look at it, just join on that website there. Okay, moving on to Smart Doll stuff. So, with Smart Doll stuff, we have some news articles that we can go over. So there was the New Year thing. Then we know that they've been traveling in Europe and stuff. And then we had this really cool picture of the Chinese New Year outfit that Danny has made. And I think it's beautiful. I wish he sold these because I really like it. I think it looks really cool. See the girls with their Chinese New Year stuff. For those of you that don't know, this year's the Year of the Snake. For any snakes that are out there for Year of the Snake. I like the black one a lot. I just think it looks like fire. Like, this black outfit looks amazing. Personally, my wife wore the red one for Chinese New Year. She has one like this, except it has like little prints all over it. So she wore that. She wanted me to wear the male version of it. There was like a black one with like the gold embroidery on it that I could have worn. I just wasn't in the mood to wear it. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. We went to a Chinese New Year celebration in our local township. It was a lot of fun to do, and the kids really enjoyed themselves. But like, it was so cold, and like, I didn't want to take off my jacket. So I was like, what's the point of wearing the outfit if I'm not taking off my jacket? Like, no one's gonna see it anyways. So I just didn't feel like wearing it. But like, these outfits are really cool. I think they're really fire. I wish Danny would sell them. I don't know if he's going to, or if he has plans to, but they definitely look amazing. I think they look super cool. And there's his team. Yay. So that's pretty much it. Just talking about the New Year's and things like that. And then we have the official post of the green Smart Dolls. So we do have the Princess Fiona from Shrek. This is the cosplay that he's doing, and he actually made ears. That's the thing that we saw a couple weeks back that he was printing out on the 3D printer. But she looks pretty good. I think she looks pretty good. It's a nice looking Fiona there. Although I think, you know, the face, like if you really wanted to capture Shrek, like the face was definitely bigger. And it's bigger to the point where he even the plus girls don't have that scale of big. So obviously it can't be exactly the same as the show, but it's pretty damn close. I mean, it's a pretty damn close rendition of Fiona. So then he says here, the collaboration organized by Enchantarium is, I think you believe how you pronounce it. And then other iconic characters, from our amazing creators page on Smart Doll, with My Lady Disdain, Puppy 52, Magical Girl Kit Kat, which is in the stream today, as well as other people like Joe So's and Kit Kat Shop, which is also a part of it as well. And I think Michaela's in there somewhere, and a bunch of other people. But he is asking in here, as for the next green character cosplay, who do you think we should bring to life next? She-Hulk? ? She-Hulk? Can I just break this down for you people? She-Hulk? ? Then he says Yoda. Like, hold on. Like, Danny, Yoda, that's not possible. Okay, we're not gonna get a Yoda in green because Yoda's too small, unless we're gonna do one of those things that Japanese people do. So if you're not familiar with Bishoujo statues are basically just beautiful girl statues. This is essentially what it translates into. I don't know the exact translations, but it's essentially beautiful girl statue. And they have done many Bishoujo statues of things that aren't really girls, like an Optimus Prime Bishoujo statue. So I guess maybe Danny could do a Yoda version Smart Doll where Yoda's female and is green or something, I guess. I don't know. He also says the Grinch, and he also says Kermit the Frog. I don't know how any of those would really work. The Grinch could probably work with the Kigurumi outfit. Kermit the Frog, I'm not sure how he's going to do that. Gamora he could do. That 100% he could do Gamora. Like, I think her body type and her look fits Smart Doll. Piccolo, I don't know how Piccolo's gonna work out, but maybe in the new male body, the new muscular male body, Piccolo in green, that might work. Ninja Turtles, I don't know how that worked, but I would love to see it because I love Ninja Turtles. I'm a fan of Ninja Turtles. If he's gonna do a Ninja Turtle in the green outfit, I would love to see that. That would be absolutely amazing. And I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's everything that he listed as potentials. And then here's the cast of characters that a lot of the Smart Doll creators have been creating. I believe, where is it? This one here. This is Cats. This is Magical Girl Kit Kat's very own right here. And I think the one next to it is My Lady Disdain's. And then all the other ones, I don't recognize who the creator it belongs to. I think the Snow White one, or the Snow White looking one, isn't that Leisure of Dolls? I think that made that one, because I think I saw them posting a bunch of Disney princesses. I could be totally wrong, but because I don't really know who made a lot of these dolls. But it's a nice collection. It's a nice collection of dolls. And that brings us into the February post, which we only have one, which we're going to talk about in a second. But I see a lot of you people are posting. What are you posting comics as? It's 6'2" tall. Havlin Star. What is 6'2" tall? Your dollhouse that you're talking about? I finished wallpapering the dollhouse. My back is killing me. 6 feet 2 inches tall. That's huge. Kit and Cat Shop says, I've been building room boxes and corners, obsessed with laser cutters. Alan loved dollhouse, folks. And then everyone's pitching in on green. Havlin says, is Danny still traveling? No, I believe he's home now. If I'm not mistaken, he should be home back in Tokyo now. I've mostly seen him posting trip photos lately. Yeah, I think his trip is long done. He's just like going through his backlog of pictures that he hasn't posted in a while. Let's see. What else is going on? What did I miss here? Of course, Scruffy's like She-Hulk. She-Hulk! Magical Kit Kat says, I want to see Lady Yoda. That would be very interesting. Like, Lady Yoda would be very interesting. I mean, if they can make, like, female Bishoujo Optimus Prime and female Bishoujo Megatron, you could definitely do Yoda. Like, Like, although something sounds seriously wrong about that. Like, sexy Yoda just doesn't it doesn't really jive right. Like, I kind of feel weird kind of saying it, but if you think about it, I mean, on a smart doll body, especially smart doll female body, I mean, it would be like a sexy Yoda, wouldn't it? Like, it's kind of like, it sounds so wrong. Scruffy says, I would totally down for the new male doll in green for Piccolo as long as he made a green skull cap. I think it's possible, actually. Like, you do the male muscular body, put on Piccolo. I mean, it's doable. Havlin says, Ninja Turtle smart doll, question mark. I mean, I don't know how he would do it, but it'd be interesting. Like, picture this. Male smart doll body. He would have to make a custom head sculpt because, I mean, it's a turtle head, right? And then you could do it like a Kigurumi outfit. Just put like a shell over like the smart doll body to make it look like a Ninja Turtle. Oh, we have a couple yes for Piccolo. Kat says yes. Havlin says yes for Piccolo. I mean, it's I could see that. That's doable. Piccolo is a doable character, I think. Magical Girl says sexy Yoda lady is a yes. I mean, it'd be interesting to see. I think it would be interesting to see, but it would be interesting to see, but I think disturbing at the same time because we always picture Yoda like as the stereotypical Yoda, like small, miniature alien-like green guy with like long elf ears. That's like, like saying like it you must. Like we know it as that, and then to see Yoda in a 1/3 scale female form, like a sexy Yoda, would be really, really interesting. That'd be interesting. Scruffy says Yoda with boobs. Wrong. It is. Do not is appropriate on this occasion. Yeah, it would just be really weird. It like I said, it's interesting to see. But like, I think it would be disturbing at the same time because I don't want to see Yoda like that. Kitten Cat Shop says green boy, so my jester can have her Ford. Oh, dude, that would be so awesome if Jester could have a Ford. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, I think that would be really cool is to have a Ford. I think it would be really cool if there were like Critical Role smart dolls. Like, I would love to see an Imogen. I want to see like a smart doll Imogen. I think that would look really, really cool to have smart doll Imogen. Like the Jester I've already seen. I saw your Jester, which looks really cool. Like an Imogen would be awesome. Who else would be a really cool one to see? I would like to see Laudna and see how Laudna would look as a smart doll. That would be very awesome. And Ashton would be cool to see an Ashton one. Caleb would be interesting. Seeing a Caleb would be pretty interesting. For the original cast, I mean, Vax and Vex would be cool. I would really like to see a Pike, but I don't know how Pike would fit because Pike is supposed to be small. You would need like a Dolphy Dream Chimiko or something to build a Pike. But there's a lot of characters. I'd love to see more like Critical Role cosplay dolls. I think that would be really, really cool. Molly Mock. Oh, Molly Mock is a good one. Rest in peace. I'm so sorry. Spoiler alerts. So sorry. That just came out. Sorry, spoiler alerts. Magical Girl's out there laughing her butt off. Ben Benjamin says Corey nailed it. LOL. I know, right? Like, it's not appropriate. Like, I think it would be very weird to see sexy Yoda. But I mean, whatever. So anyways, moving on. Danny has posted this video, which I will, I think I'm going to have to mute it because last time I played one of the videos, it got copyrighted. Although I don't think there's music in this one. Maybe we could play this one. Let me see. Let's see. If I hear music, I'm stopping it.
Right, let's chat in English. What topics are you interested in? Or do you have any questions for me?
To talk about electronics.
Cool, I love electronics too. What kind of electronic gadgets or projects are you into?
I'm working on Arduino projects.
Oh, you mean an Arduino project? That's awesome. What are you building with Arduino?
I'm actually building a smart doll.
So this video goes on for like quite a number amount of minutes. I think it's like, yeah, it's like about 6 minutes long. I'm not going to play the whole thing. But essentially, you kind of get the gist. With Cortex 2, he's put like a miniature computer in there. I don't know what Arduino is because I'm not into that whole like electronics thing like he is. Like he's very like Danny's very techie. If you didn't know that, like Danny loves tech. And I like tech too, but just not that much. Like to like really get involved and know the things. Like I use tech to, do my YouTube stuff. But outside of my YouTube stuff, like I'm like a tech dummy. Like I know how to build a computer. I know how to set up like a YouTube setup, things like that. I know how to make like, PC games work and things like that. But like when it comes down to like really techie stuff, I know nothing about that stuff. Which is funny because I remember one of my good friends, Keith, like made fun of me one time because he said that I was very good at talking about tech and making other people feel like I actually know tech when in reality I know nothing. And Batman Jackson said the same thing about me too because Keith, Demi, and I got together one day talking about tech. And I was so lost. Like they were like talking about all this like techie stuff, blah blah blah, and I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. Like I had no idea what was going on. But if you like tech stuff, Danny's like very into that. So seeing him like get really hardcore into the new Cortex 2 is really cool. Like him like messing with all different kinds of like electronics. Like you could see in the history that he's been posting, there's like a lot of like lighting that he's been working with, and then recently a lot of like more computer stuff that he's been putting in. And now he's got it to talk in AI conversational. It's cool from a tech standpoint. It's very cool. But like on a daily basis, like personally, I don't know if I'd ever use it for that function. Like if I were to be able to build my Cortex 2 exactly to the same specs as Danny has his, I'd use the lighting function because I think that's pretty cool. But for like the AI conversational thing, I'm never going to sit there and talk to the doll. Like, and I'm not making fun of anyone that does that. I'm just saying like, I just personally don't see myself like sitting there and talking to the doll and just having a conversation. I more than likely would just talk to somebody. Or it would just be playing video games. To be fair, I'd just be playing video games. So like as very cool as this achievement is, it's just not really for me. But I think it's pretty awesome to see what can be done and what is possible to be done. I would like to put like a little screen on my doll like this to like have it like display different things like he did, like a heart doll, a heart meter or something like that, or a heartbeat or like some kind of like thing. I think that would be cool. But for like a conversational AI, I think I'll pass on that. I'm not really interested in that kind of stuff. Although it would be interesting if you could like kind of make it like an Alexa where you can be like, hey, Chitose, what's the time? And then like the AI would be like, oh, the time is, 3 p.m., whatever. I don't know. Something like that. I think that would be cool. And maybe that's what he was trying to do or trying to achieve with that. I think that would definitely be pretty cool. So he goes on to talk about in this whole thing about AI models and chat GPT and things like that and integrating robotic hardwares and stuff. But it's all talk. I mean, he's done prototypes in the past, but like whether or not he will eventually get to making it move at this point, we don't know. But I think it's still cool to see what he's trying to do with it. I think it's pretty interesting. And that's pretty much everything that he's posted thus far. Yeah. So going on, let's go. Oh, excuse me. It's getting late. Let's go to the timeline before it gets way too late in the night because we already been streaming for like an hour and a half. So let's bang out this timeline and see what's there. So we left off right after the blue wigs. So we're kind of like here. So this is a face up, obviously. I don't know who the face up is of, but I like this finished version here. It kind of reminds me of a Ellie cosplay, like the way the lips and the face is, but I honestly don't know who the character is. What's going on in chat? Scruffy says certain things or characters should never be sexified. And Kat says she wants it. What's next? Sexy Dobby? Oh my god. No. Don't put that image in my head. Sexy Dobby. What are you, deranged? No. Scruffy says sexy sloth from the Goonies. Ew. Ew, that's so gross. Cat's laughing. Anna says sexy stuff is giving Party City costume vibes. It kind of is, Anna. It kind of is. Kat says I have a new April Fool's mission now. I can't wait to see it. Anna says Persicoms, Chobits, like tiny life-size Sumomo. Yeah, I understand the appeal of, like, you know, making like a Chobit style doll. I definitely get the appeal. It's just me personally, I don't know how much I would actually utilize it. Like, I don't even utilize Alexa or Siri at all. Like, I have an Alexa. I never use it. Like, I randomly sometimes say Alexa, or the TV will say Alexa, and then she'll turn on. And I'll be like, Alexa, shut up. Like, that wasn't for you. Or like with Siri, I never use Siri. Like, never. I never even had an inclination to try. So, like, for me personally, making a Persicom, I don't know how much use I would get out of it. But I'm not saying it's not dumb. I'm just saying, me personally, I have no use for it. So I'm probably not going to do one. But if it's something that you're interested in, I would love to see what you do with it, because it is cool. It's just, I don't know how much of it I would use. And if I don't use it, I think it would be a waste of time and money for me. Havlin says, I can't do tech either. I'm more painting, wallpapering, sculpting, etc. I do enjoy spending time in front of a computer. Me too. I spend a lot of my time in front of a computer, but mostly for gaming and YouTube. Benjamin says, Old Greg. I don't understand the Old Greg reference, though. Can you please explain? Because I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Scruffy says, sexy Java. Oh, God, no. I'm grossing myself out. No. What are you doing, Corey? What are you going to say next? Sexy Pizza the Hut? Like, are we going to... Is that what we're going to do? Are we going to sexify Pizza the Hut? Kat says, Old Greg. Ever drank Bailey's from a shoe? Ew, no. My fuzzy little man peach. Ew, what's going on in chat, guys? And no, I will never do a shoey. That just looks so gross. Like, okay, so for those of you in chat that don't know what a shoey is, my basic understanding, because I've never done it and I've never seen anyone do it. My basic understanding of a shoey is you take off your shoe, you fill it with whatever alcohol that you want to fill it with, and you drink it out of your shoe. That's a shoey. I would never do that. That's gross. You know, and how does it work for you ladies? Like, if you guys are wearing, like, I don't know, like a strappy shoe, like, that thing's not going to hold any liquor. So you're not fooling nobody. Kitten Cat Shop says, I abuse Alexa on a daily basis. Can't talk that way to a doll. What are you abusing Alexa on? Like, what are you guys using Alexa for? I know my wife uses Alexa mainly to find her phone. Like, she'll be like, Alexa, where's my phone? And then it will start ringing the phone somewhere. But, like, I don't know. Like, we don't ever use it. We tried using it before. Like, I would be like, hey, Alexa, what's the weather like? And then Alexa would be like, it's going to be okay outside. And I'll be like, thanks, Alexa. That wasn't very helpful. Like, I don't know. I'm like, maybe I'm too old school in that sense. Like, if I want to know, like, the weather, I'll just turn on the weather channel. I know it's faster if you just ask Alexa, or I even just go on the weather thing on my phone. Like, my phone has a weather app. I'll just go on the weather app. I just never used Siri or Alexa to find the weather. or anything for that matter. I just don't use them for anything. Magical Kid says, I asked Siri if she would save me when AI takes over. She said nope. That's so wrong. Havlin says, I'm interested in the Cortex, but I want to enhance more of the Android style. Me too. I think that's the biggest selling point for me as well, is that when Cortex 2 comes out, I mean, there's no hiding the panel lines. And if you do, I think you're kind of ruining the opportunity of having a Cortex 2, if that makes any sense. Like, if you want like a doll that doesn't have like Android vibes or like seam lines or like panel lines, then just get a regular smart doll. So like if you want like a Cortex 2, I mean, feel like the whole point of the Cortex 2 is to show off like, you know, the steampunky Android version of it. So like I would definitely have my Cortex 2 like very steampunked out or like sci-fi'd out. I just haven't really nailed down how I want to do it. I know I want lighting. I'll probably do some panel lining on it, like small little panel lining. I might get somebody to hand paint it for me because I know nothing about painting. But yeah, I think it pretty much Cortex 2 lends itself to a very steampunkish sci-fi feel to it. And if you're not into that, then it's probably not for you, and you should just get like a regular smart doll. Havlin says, I read that. Magical Girl says, watch Old Greg, please. Please, for God's sake, watch. So is it a movie called Old Greg? I'll have to look that up. I'll look into it. Old Greg. I'm going to put it on my Google list. Like, type in old. Oh, man. I can't type with Austin in the way. Old Greg. Movie? Is it a movie? The Legend of Old Greg, IMDb. Is that the one you're talking about? It says, on what was intended to be a relaxing trip to the country, Howard is taken captive by local terror and legend. Cave dwelling, part fish, part man, cross-dressing. What is this nonsense? What? Old Greg the Mighty Boosh? What am I looking at? Ew, looking at the pictures, it looks horrifying. What is this pictures of Old Greg? It looks like a dude with like seaweed on his face. Like, what? I've never heard of this before. Havlin Star says, drink out of a shoe? No. Yeah, it's gross, Havlin. Don't do a shoey. King Cat Shop says, yes, I want to battle Medic Android, Mecha Wings, and Medkit. Yeah, that sounds cool, Anna. I like that idea. The shoey, you know where you see a lot of it is Australians, because it started in Australia. But like, if you watch like F1 racing or any kind of Australian, like any races happening on Australia, when they celebrate, a lot of the dudes do shoeys for some reason. They break open the champagne, they pour it into their shoe, and then they drink it, which is like, when you think about it, it's really gross because they've been racing in those cars for 3 hours straight. You can imagine how much sweat is in that shoe, and then you just pour alcohol into it and drink out of it. Oh, it's so gross. I don't know why people would do that. Scruffy says, damn it, quit saying Alexa, ours can hear you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Anna says, I'll say A, convert inches to metric and yell at her when she tries to give me a wrong answer. Lots of verbal abuse. And turn the lights on and off. Okay, so Kat confirms that is the Old Greg. She says, yes, it's one of the greatest comedic bits ever. All right, I'll have to watch it. It looks so weird. Like, I'm looking at the pictures of this Old Greg. It looks like a green clown. It's like a green clown. Cymex says, Danny Rick, I miss him. Never ever will I drink from a shoe. No, that's so gross. I don't know what's going on down under there in Australia, but like, no. I learned, Cymex says, I learned about shoeys from F1. That's where I learned it too. I found out what a shoey is from F1. That silly guy, Daniel Ricciardo, man, did a shoey on the F1. I think multiple times, to be honest, and like that just looks so gross, so gross. Okay. Getting back to the smart doll stuff. Getting back, no more shoeies. Getting back to the smart doll stuff. Okay, so we have what I can assume be a tea or a coffee body. I don't know. We've seen plenty of pictures like this before, so we're gonna move on. All right. So now we have like some not patterns, some fabric, but what it's for, I don't know. Like we have, looks on like on the left hand side, you have swatches of actual fabric, and then you have like little a magazine or portfolio of different fabrics. What it's for, I'm not sure. It does say Joyce Wheeled Warriors. I don't know what that means, but you can see here plating single and then single jersey. So it's like a jersey knit type of thing, I guess. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so we have a laptop picture here of a shirt. And I guess that's it. It's a shirt. It looks like a nice... Nah, it can't be nice tea because nice tea has a little bit more of a lower cut on the neckline, so this might be just a regular shirt, maybe a new updated version of the baseball shirts, maybe. But these are short sleeve. I don't know. It looks interesting though. Moving on, more of the hand stuff. So this, I mean, we've seen so many of these pictures already. More of the boobs with the headlights. I very quickly passed that because I don't want to get demonetized, but you guys saw it for a quick second and now it's gone. Gonna get a drink of water. There's gonna be an ad playing in like 2 seconds. Hit that skip button for that ad. Okay, moving on. More of these shells. This is cinnamon skin tone shells. Let's see. We got the boots. And I swear to God, right? Am I seeing things wrong? It's a larger size and a smaller size, right? Or is it just the camera angle? Like, I feel like small boots, big boots, small boots, big boots. And if that's the case, which is it for? Smart Doll Plus and regular? Or regular Smart Doll and Pocket Doll? Like, I feel like it looks like a bigger shoe and a smaller shoe next to it. Right? Like, are you guys seeing the same thing? Or is it just an optical illusion from, like, the camera angle? I wonder what that is. Okay, and then we have more of these eye cradles with the eyes. We've seen plenty of that. We've seen plenty of the clickety stands by now. We've seen the wigs. Okay, so now we see more of these color separations, and he's dealing with gold now. The gold, it looks cool, but it doesn't come out very well on the tan. Like, this gold would look really, really nice on maybe cinnamon, definitely black navy. It'd probably look good on the green too, and the gray as well. Christina says, "Hi there, everyone. Hope you're having a great night." Welcome, Christina. Welcome to the stream. Magical Girl Kid says, "Is just a whole lot of shoe talk this episode." It started with the shoeies, and then it moved on to like smart doll shoes. No, let's stop talking about shoes. Okay. More 3D printing of a headlight bust, I guess. Smart Doll Guy. So these are the Smart Doll Guy. Purple on green would look nice. Yeah, purple on the green for part separators for Cortex would look definitely good. Although it does remind me, it depends on which. If it's a purple body with green part separators, it reminds me of the Joker. But if it's a green body with purple part separations, then that's more cool. Okay, so we got some gray boots here. And it looks like the way it's cut off, it looks like these are, yeah, because to see how the backing is cut off, these are vinyl. These are vinyl boots, not the pleather or leather ones that he usually makes. I'm not a huge fan of the vinyl ones. More boobage. I don't want to get demonetized. Male torso bodies. I also don't want to get demonetized, but this one's not as graphic as the boobs. So it looks like he has like a nice V shape and 6-pack abs going for him. So congrats to this guy. And then we have the OD green overalls, which look really cool, and looks like he's going for camo version of it. Okay, so we got Smart Doll Pair Body. We have the t-shirts. It looks like this is the t-shirt from the laptop picture. Interesting. And we have like a halter top, which looks really cool. We got these auburn, I guess. It's like more like an auburn or, dark honey type of long, or I would say it's more like a medium wave wig. Okay, some color swatches, I guess. Havlin says, I hope I don't have a disgusting dream about drinking dirty food. Oh, gross. I thought we're not talking about shoes anymore. Magical Girl Kid says, I'm obsessed with these overalls. Yes, me too. I think they look really cool. Where did it go? I went really far. Yeah, these overalls look really cool. I don't think they're released yet, though. Right, Kat? I don't think he released the overalls yet. But they definitely look awesome. I think I am a sucker for OD green stuff. I do like that, like, kind of military kind of look. The camo one does look really cool, though. I think I would love to have a camo version as well. They just look really awesome. I do like them a lot. They are released already? I didn't know that. Wait, are they? Hold on. I didn't know they're out yet. I am not keeping up with like these releases as well as I should be. Where is it? Oh, they're not out. Okay, she said no. I'm like looking through the list. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't see them here. In reference to shots from doll shoes. I see. Okay. So we are here at the color swatches. Moving on. Okay, here's your Smart Doll guy that he's been working around with. Now, I don't know if he's basing on anything other than he's just trying to make some stuff, but I do remember he did try to do like a Love in Deep Space kind of like video game character type of thing. I don't know if that's what he's trying to do with this character here, but so far it looks pretty good. I mean, it's very cleaned up. He looks like a clean cut type of guy. A little, I think a graying. It's like a dark gray with a little hint of blue in there for the hair of the eyebrows. It looks pretty damn cool. But he looks great. I think he looks pretty good so far. I don't. Obviously, this is not the final version, but I think he looks pretty good. Okay, moving on. More eye cradles for the anime eyes. Kitten Catch Up says, "I want a grumpy dude like Kanata Grumpy." So you want a male Kanata type of thing. Magical Girl says, I really want to get my hands on some blank boy heads. I'm sure you will at some point, right? Because you are part of the creator team. So, and even if you weren't, I mean, he does tend to release like, what do they call those again? Chaos heads. So, excuse me, I apologize, guys. Just really tired. So I'm sure that you'll get one of them in a chaos package at some point, Kat. Christina says, wow, look cool. You mean for the dude? Oh, Nikes. I practiced too hard. Okay, here we go. You mean like this, right, Christina? Yeah, he does look pretty cool. Me too on grumpy dude and a chubby guy. Yeah, that would be great. I'm sure he's just working on the regular, or I shouldn't say regular. I shouldn't say that. The classic body style for the dudes. I am more than certain that at some point he'll at least try to do a pair dude. I think it's in the runnings, and the only reason why I think is because dudes haven't been doing too well in sales. I know I've said that multiple times on this channel, but like, the dudes don't sell as well as the ladies do. So depending on how well the sales go for this guy, he may or may not even dabble into a male pair. But since he is all about diversity and inclusivity, I think having a pair dude would definitely round out like the collection of stuff that he makes. And whether or not there's a market for that, I don't know. It seems like there are a lot of people that would be interested in having a pair dude, but I guess time will only tell to see what he ends up doing. Havlin says, I've pestered Danny many times for chubby dude. Kitten Cat says, you get grumpy dude head, I'd swap it out for Gemini Billy. Dad bod by Danny. I love that. I love that. Yes. Yes. He needs to release the dad bod. That would be great. Is Dad bod smart doll. I could see the headlines right now. Dad bod smart doll. Get one for you today at Smart Doll. It's like one of those what's it called? Calvin Klein Eternity ads for perfume. Has like some smart doll rolling around in the sand in like a pear-shaped body. It's kind of like hints at the pear shape, and then it's like Dad bod by Smart Doll. Get yours today, Macy's. That would be really funny. Like, I know a lot of you may not get that reference. Like, if you've never seen like those old school like Eternity for Men like Macy's commercials. That's what I feel like the dad bod would be advertised as the dad bod smart doll would be advertised as like an old school like cologne for men, like kind of like commercial. I think it would be amazing. You ever thought of making your own dolls, Shizusan? I certainly do. No, not really. And I'll tell you why. Is because I'm not a creative. Like, I'm not a creative person like that. So like, I have a lot of ideas of things. It's like, oh, I think this would look cool. Or, oh, I think this would be an amazing idea kind of thing. But like, if you actually try to put it into practice, I have no idea what I'm talking about. So for case in point, if you look at the bottom right of your screen, there should be my icon, which on the bottom right, it should have like I made it a doll head with an S for Shizusan. Like, that's my emblem. That's my insignia for my channel. That's my branding. And I got together with my friend who is an artist, and I asked them if they could help me come up with a brand like that represents me and my channel. And they're like, sure, what do you want the brand to be? And I was like, oh, I want it to be cool. I want it to be like doll related, and I want it to have like an S on there, but not super cheesy like a Superman S. Like, I don't want it to get confused. And she was like, okay, let's well, how do you want it? And I'm like that, like, it's got to be doll related with like an S. And she was like, no, I need more specifics. Like, how do you want it to look? And I was like, dude, I don't know. I just want it to look like a cool doll thing. And she had to come up with the ideas, and she helped me come up with like more specific. And I was like, well, at my first thought, and it was like way too much of a design that it wouldn't go well if like I had to shrink it down into a smaller thing. It wouldn't look right. But I was kind of thinking of that what is that man called, the scientific thing with like the guy, it's like a naked guy, and he's got like 6 arms, and they're like kind of like spread out, you know, like hold on, let me change it. Like this, where it's like one set of arms here, one set of arms here, one set of arms here. And then he's got like 2 sets of legs, and it's supposed to be like some kind of, I don't know, scientific thing. I was like, do that, but like in doll form in a circle, and then like put like an S on his chest or something. And then she was like, no, that's too much like Superman. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And then she was like, Vitruvian Man, thank you, that's what it's called. And then she was like, if you shrink it down into a logo like a button pin, it wouldn't look right because it's too much detail in such a small area. And I was like, okay, well, what else can we do that's doll related? And then she came up with the idea of, well, if it's ball jointed dolls, why not just do like a ball joint or something, or like a doll head? And I was like, oh yeah, let's do the doll head. But then it was like, she was like, do you want it like facing you? Do you want it like side profile? And I was like, I don't know what looks better. So like I could never design my own doll because I have zero creative bone in my bodies. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of ideas, but I have no concept or no understanding of how to put that idea into a physical form. Like I'm like so bad at that. Like, so for creating a doll, no, I don't think I would ever do it. I just don't have the know-how or the creativity to do so. Just a lot of random thoughts of what I think would be cool, but not really any idea of how to actually make said thing a reality. Scruffy says, yeah, pear dude, where's my representation? I mean, yeah, you know, if he's about diversity and inclusivity, like where's the dad bods? 100%. Like, where's the dad bods? You know what would be really funny if the dad bod sold out more than the classic bod. Like, that would be really funny. I think that would be really interesting. Because right now, as much as everybody likes the pear bodies, the classic body still sells out more than the pear bodies. So I think it would be really funny if we had the dad bod sell out way more than like the muscular man bod. Magical Kit Kat says, I will make grumpy dude for you. You're talking to Anna, right? Like, you're not talking to me. Kit Kat, I'm serious. Need cinnamon. Scruffy says, Pear Boy Smart Doll comes with Speedo. I mean, and back wig? No, we don't need that. Excuse me. Scruffy says Vitruvian Man, Da Vinci. That's what it was. Yes, Da Vinci made the Vitruvian Man. That's the thing. I thought maybe I could make that into like some kind of doll, like ball jointed doll logo. It ended up being way too convoluted, especially like in a small little like, you know, like coin or icon that's on the screen. So we kind of like nixed that idea, and we ended up going with like the side profile of a Dolphy Dream head. And then for the S, for my logo for the S for Shizusan, I was like coming up with like different ideas. At first I wanted the S to look like a lightning bolt, but then that didn't make any sense because it wasn't doll related at all. And then how we got the S design was I saw, I don't know, it's not Jared's. It was like Zales or something, like one of those like jewelry companies where they had like, it wasn't an S, but they had like a pearl or something like that was wrapped around in a wire, like around the pearl. And I got the idea from that. I was just like, oh, can you make the S wrap around the doll head like it's hugging the head kind of thing? And she was like, yeah, well, I'll try to do something like that. And then that's how my logo came to be. And it literally took 2 sessions of like about 4 hours each session of sitting at a Starbucks together and like drawing out different designs for like, not, and it's not that long just for the logo, but drawing out different designs for the logo and for my mascot character, which is Sachiko, which you'll see on the banners all over my YouTube page. You'll see Sachiko there. Yeah, it's like 2 sessions, about 4 hours each, like 8-hour session to create the logo and like my mascot character, like from ideas only. That wasn't like the final copy. That was just to come up with the ideas of what they were going to look like. Because I needed a lot of help. It's like I knew what I wanted it to look like, but I didn't know how to explain it to her for it to come out the right way. And it took so many sessions, and I'm sure she got very frustrated with me. But the end result, I'm very happy with the end result. She came out pretty much exactly how I wanted her. So both the logo and my mascot character. So I was very happy with that. Havlin says, I'm the opposite. People tend to tell enough with the ideas already, lol, but usually I tend to show images of what I want them. I suggest modifications from the original image or idea. Yeah, I tried to do that too, but like finding the images that I wanted to use as references was quite tough also, because it's like I wanted this aspect of this character, but I wanted this aspect of another character, and when you tried to put them together it didn't look right. But like she kind of got the idea of what I was looking for and came up with the design for my mascot, and it came out really good. I do like it a lot. which I still have to make into a doll one day. I would like to make my mascot character into a doll at some point. Mavo says, I understand, Shizusan. Yeah. So, yeah. There's a lot of explanation of why I wouldn't make my own doll. All right, moving on with the pictures. Let me change it back to the internet. Okay, so now we have more pictures of eye cradles. We've seen plenty of this already. We've seen plenty of this already as well for just the inner frame just sticking out of the body. Vinyl boots. More of these vinyl boots. More of the male torso prototypes of the muscular body, I guess. I'm assuming these are male feet that we're seeing in these pictures. Okay, and then we have... Oh, please tell me this is coming back. So, as you can see in this picture, the doll is wearing a white dress shirt. And Danny released that years ago during the first couple Smart Dolls. And I bought all of them. Like, not all the copies that he had, but I bought like every version that he offered. And I have to tell you, it's one of my favorite things that I own in my collection is the white t-shirt. Not the white t-shirt, the white dress shirt and the blue one. He did make a blue dress shirt that was long. It was almost like a coat. It was like a long dress shirt with like a waist cinching belt. I love it. My Mirai's wearing it and she's been wearing it for years. It's one of my favorite things that I bought from Smart Doll. But in this picture, she's wearing a dress shirt, and I'm hoping this gets re-released. Like, I would love to have more dress shirts in my collection. I think that would be awesome, especially if I could get them in different colors. It'd be amazing. Okay, so now we have more of these semi-real eyes, but in purple. I clicked the wrong button. Okay. Then we have these jeans here. I think they're... No, these are not the straight leg ones. But they're also not the Hiroshima ones, but they are low rise. Like you can see, it's like a very low rise cut. What kind of jeans are these, guys? I don't think I've ever seen the jeans because they're not the Tokyo jeans. They're not the Hiroshima jeans. And I don't think these are the baggy ones. It doesn't look like the baggy ones. But then again, I don't own a baggy pair of jeans yet, because when I finally got around to trying to purchase one, they were already sold out. So now I gotta wait for them to restock on the baggy jeans. But I don't think it's the baggy ones. It's very interesting. Are these a new pair of jeans that we're looking at? All right, then moving on, we have more prowess, pride prowess. Oh no, wait, that's not pride prowess. Oh, I mean, it could be. It's got different colors. Who knows? But it's a prowess nonetheless. Okay. And then we have, of course, Corey's favorite, green. We got some green heads up in this house. Unfortunately, we can't really see the face. We just kind of see the bottom half of the head, but still green. Doing the greens. Look at this male wig. Look at this. This is my favorite. I love it with these color strands like mixed in. Like from far away, it's a dark gray or medium gray hair with some hue in it, and then up close you can actually see the strands. It just looks cool. I love this coloration wig. It's so cool. See, from far away you can't even tell. It looks more bluish than anything. Anna says anime heads, and Corey says gimme. Kitten Cat, Magical Girl Kit Kat says, I shall do once I get my hands on a head. I'll be sure to set aside for you. Ooh, good job. Kitten Cat Shop, get yourself a head. KS Pack, NG grade, and then salvaged B grade. I don't know. NG grade, like not good grade, or near great grade, and then B grade salvaged. Okay. Okay, we got we got male torsos, or busts rather, male busts. Looks like it's I guess you could say that's a muscular type of bust. It's like got the Optimus Prime boobs over there. We have this gray body here, getting ready to ship. More pictures of the underwear. More pictures of the really cool wig. Again with the wig. Oh, here's like this t-shirt design here. Anna says man boobs. Yeah, That's essentially. They remind me of Optimus Prime because they're like so squarish looking. So this is, I don't believe this is the same dress shirt. I feel like this looks like the Chinese New Year's male shirt, like what the men would wear, but like obviously in like super prototype form. Okay, so then we have more of the face-ups. Again, I'm so bad with face-ups. I don't know which character this is, but you know, looks really cute. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Oh, this is interesting. So we have new underwear, but it's black underwear with lace. So my assumption is this is for Cortex 2 because something like this might stain the doll. However, that being said, Danny and his team does a very good job about stain testing. So maybe, you know, maybe this has been already like pre-treated and pre-washed or something so it doesn't stain your dolls. And if it's not, I assume it's for Cortex. But again, you got to be careful with dark color clothing because no matter how safe you try to be and protect your dolls, if you're not diligent on checking them and just making sure everything's going okay, they could still stain. So you do have to be careful. All right, more cutting, flash cutting of male feet. Oh, cool. Look at this jacket. I like this jacket. This is cool. Obviously, it's a prototype, but I do like it. It's like a varsity jacket almost. For those that are watching that are from other countries that don't know what a varsity jacket is, they also call it like a letter jacket, like, or letterman jacket. It's basically what people in sports wear in high school. Like they get a jacket and like it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like felt in the torso part, but then the arms are like leather or pleather, and then it has like your team and your number or something like on the background. But this jacket looks cool. I like this jacket. I hope that's gonna be in production. I mean, because there's also the chance that this is all cosplay and it's never gonna be sold. But I do like this jacket so far, from what I see. Okay, so we have another body here. I'm not sure what we're trying to see with this body. Oh, this is cool. That's cute. So I don't know the name of this outfit, but it looks like one of those traditional like Indian or Middle Eastern type outfits, like somewhere in that region. I please forgive my ignorance. I don't know, the name of the outfit and exactly which culture it goes to, but it reminds me very much so of something you would see in like a Bollywood movie. And my wife's coworkers, a lot of them are Indian, and I've seen them wear things like this. So that's the only reason why I'm saying it kind of looks like an Indian cultural outfit. But again, I could be wrong. Either way, I think it looks really cool. I think it's a really cool color choices, and especially that wig is to die for. I think that wig is amazing. I need that in Chaos. Please make it so I can get in Chaos. Okay. Moving on, we have more patterny stuff to make outfits. What they are patterns of, I have no idea. Okay, now we have a rendering, a 3D rendering of what the torso or the spine looks like inside the torso. So you can see the curvature here as it follows the curvature of the doll. Very cool looking. More of these turquoise heads, wigs. And then we see the different stages of the face up. You got the base coloring. Then we have more eyeshadow and stuff on here in definition. And now we have like the blush and the lip makeup. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, and that ends up for the end of January. So that brings us into February. Let's look at the February pictures. Oh, there's a lot of them. So, okay, we've already seen this. This is just random parts. This is the... Okay, so this is the joint where right here is where the clickety-click stand goes in. So you can see here, it hinges up and follows the line of the back of the torso. And then you could see the curve here where, it's the middle half of the torso where the bust is. And, it looks like it can move up and down. But although I can't really tell from this whether it can move left or right. It should, because the current dolls do. I just don't see the actuator or like the joint where it would do so. Okay. Oh, so sorry guys. It's like midnight over here for me. Okay, so we have more Coco shells that are here. More picture of hands. We've already seen that. Okay, this is definitely a cosplay piece. What he's making, I have no idea what this is. But you could see like the piping of these colored things like going in through the whatever fabric that this is, and then actually stitching it on. Which is very interesting. I guess to keep it, not only to keep it like colorful or different like offsuit, but just more like texture, I think, to the fabric, you know, more patterny. Okay, and then we have the elf ears that don't fit, as he belovingly calls it a lot. Here's the Joyce Wheeled Warriors thing again. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's some kind of a reference to something. What? I have no idea. Christina says, think life is, it's like a dark blue and the bottom is black. Yeah, the lace is dark blue. Yeah, it looks like it could be. But regardless of whether it's dark blue or black, you should always be careful with the darker colors, like on your dolls. I'm sure you already know that because you've been watching my channel for a while, Christina. But I'm just reiterating for like anybody that may be watching that's new. Looks like light wire. It kind of does. Like they kind of look like, yeah, they kind of look like 14 gauge wire. Like electric wires. Oh man, I keep hitting the wrong button. All right, so with this here, like, I know that these are t-shirts, but the color reminds me of Scrubs. Like it, like especially this darker one. It reminds me of like Nurse Scrubs or like Dr. Scrubs. But you can clearly see in the picture that he's using these t-shirts fabric to make mini doll t-shirts, apparently. It's very interesting. Love spending Friday nights with y'all, but we're gonna head to bed. Much love, everyone. Oh, good night, Kat. Good night, Ben and Kat. Thank you for coming to the live stream. We're probably gonna wrap this up sometime soon too, because we're getting close to the end of the pictures. But thank you for coming to the stream. Always appreciated. Mavo says Jace Wheeled Warriors is an animated show. Oh, I didn't know that. What type of a show is it, Maeve? Because I've you know, obviously I've never seen it before. I don't know what it is. While you're doing that, I'm gonna keep moving on with these pictures. So we do have patterns, some patterns that they've been cutting out for some outfit. You can see this is the inside of the Cortex bust piece, and it looks like he wants to add reinforcement here. I guess there have been in play testing or stress testing, maybe it cracked or something. So it looks like he's adding a reinforcement. Oh boy. And then it says slides. So I'm assuming for the bust piece, this part is attached to the torso, and then this part of the bust slides into it. Maybe that's what he means by slides. Because I do remember he showed a video of him taking the bust off, and it was more like magnetized, and you just kind of pull it off the front. I'm just not sure if this is the actual separator, is really what he's referring to. All right, and then we have more pictures of shell pieces, more picture of the wig we've seen, clickety clicks we've seen, more pictures of the dolls, which I want to say is Marvel and Against All Odds and I Don't Know You and Justice, I want to say, and then I Don't Know You. I don't know. I'm very bad with sculpts. I don't know. Okay, more pictures here of just more face sculpts. Havlin says, oh, Jace is a really old anime. The main character is a guy. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Jace Wheeled Warriors? Okay. I'll have to look into that because I had no idea what that was. Yo, Silence! What's up, Silence? Welcome to the stream. I'm always late, but at least on time to say hi. Welcome to the stream, Silence. It's always appreciated you coming by. Let's see. So this one says samurai on the back of the neck, and then you have like this pattern here. So this is where the jacket is. I'm assuming it's some kind of Yakuza type styled jacket from some anime or some sorts. But I think it's interesting that it says samurai on there. That's very funny. Then we have some underwear set here that we've seen. Okay, we got this. Is that a t-shirt, like a flannel t-shirt, or is that a shawl? I want to say it's a t-shirt, but the way it's kind of like wrapped like this, like, see, there's no collar, right? And there's no buttons. So I don't know what's going on with that. Sorry, I was hearing some weird noises outside. And you can see there's another one of these outfits, the white and the turquoise here, for these, like, what I can only assume is another one of those Indian, like, kind of styled, like, outfits. And then here we have a faceplate for Cortex 2, just showing like the different eye mask or face paint. And then we have the B scene, more pictures of the studio. And we have some hair wigs here, straight wig. I hit the wrong button again. Okay. Oh, look at that. This is cool. It's like a strawberry pink with gray inside. That looks really cool. I like that. Oh, I want one of these wigs. I love that. That would look good on Chitose, actually. Oh, and purple too. Purple with the gray. Oh, loving this. I'm loving this. This is great. Ooh, and then ombre wig. So we have what I can only describe as white into very white towards the bottom. It's almost like it's going from like white to platinum. And then we have turquoise going into gray, and we have blue going into white. This is cool. I like how he's experimenting like these different kind of like colors with like ombre styles to him. Very cool. Then we have like the brown or auburn hair for the curly. Okay, we don't want to get demonetized, but we have more of it demonetizing. Oh, more of it. Okay, so we got busts. We have all different kinds of busts that are available. You can look at it on the timeline at your own time. It's just that they look very defined with all the painting on it, and I just don't want to get demonetized for some reason. Okay, so we got more pictures of a doll out and about in the wild, taking to restaurants and grocery shoppings and whatnot. More pictures of the same doll, very cute, and I love the wig, the purple with the gray wig, so good. More Cortex bodies with different color part separation. So we have the gold, looks like gray on this one, looks like purple here, and gold here. Oh, it looks like it inserted an ad. I didn't want it to do that, but I guess since it already did, I'll take a water break. Okay, moving on. Okay, so we got more feet, which I guess these could be the high heel feet, the way the toes are curling up. So just more high heel feet that are being cut out. All right, then we have more face ups, and then more of these blueprints on what needs to change or what needs to be outlined or whatever. Okay, more of these face ups. I think this is the girl that actually he's been bringing around. Although I'm not 100% on that because I'm very bad at recognizing sculpts. More of this character again. The same character. Looks like he's putting like some kind of like arm pads onto the sleeve with like pockets and stuff. Got some I guess the drawstring pants, like some like jean type drawstring pants, I guess. Oy. Keep hitting the wrong button there. Okay. More of these smooth busts, the push-up ones. Same thing, cinnamon, tea. Okay, and then we have more shells. Again, with the inner skeleton for the evolve frame, and then the outer shell. And then this lovely lady. Ooh, it's all red now. This is cool. I like this. Sorry, I'm like scrolling way too fast for you guys. I like this, and I like the hair. I still like this hair. This is very Battle Angel Alita. All right, then we have these fabric pieces here. More wigs that are going on. Hold on one second. Why did my screen freeze? What is going on? I hope I didn't lose you guys. Oh, here we go. Okay. Sorry, my screen froze for a second. Okay, so we got like these long wave wigs for Auburn. Then we have the gray straight wig. Okay, then more face-ups going on here. I wonder what this little canister is for. Like, I wonder if this is where they put prototype heads for some, to like, you know, keep them, I guess, clean or intact. Okay, we do have this here for the flannel jacket. It looks like they're putting rivets in it for the buttons. Okay, cool. So now we have the, okay. So as you can see in this picture, this is actually kind of cool. You see the inside of the torso where the hip joint here attaches to the spine, and you can actually see the spinal plastic is actually like right up against the inner shell. Like really following the contours of the inner shell. That looks really cool. And of course here you see the magnets to help keep the front torso part in. And then it goes up to here. So this is probably where the pivot point for the bust is right up here. Very cool. I like pictures like this, like seeing the internal workings. It looks so awesome. Okay, more pictures of the bust with the screen cut out. And here's that torso piece again for the spine. Spinal piece rather, not torso. Some pear-shaped heads with some face up on it. And then we have feet pegs. These are the feet joint with the ankle joint and everything. I don't know what this is here. This is just someone's work desk that's like all decorated, I guess. More of these pants, the drawstring pants. More patterns for something. Oh, I believe this is for that jacket because I remember seeing these 4 dots. This is probably the sleeve of the jacket. All right, we got more hand parts going on here. More hand parts. Oops. Went too fast. I think it was here. Yeah. More hand parts going in here. Havlin says, I can see now what he said about freezing space for electronic inner parts. Oh, freeing space. Yeah, yeah. So, like, you can definitely see that, like, in this picture, like, how, where is it? Like, how close that spinal column goes up and right up against the shell, which leaves a lot of room right here to, like, fit some kind of electronics, whether it's your control module for the lights, whether it's the control module for your, like, your Raspberry Pi or whatever it is that you're putting in here. There is some space here that's like kind of hollowed out. It's a very interesting design. That's why the spinal, oh, goodness me. Where is it? I lost it now. Oh, here. That's why the spinal, you could see it's so thin. But I'm assuming, regardless of its thin nature, I'm assuming it's rigid enough to withstand, you know, Smart Doll Land use. Within reason, of course. I'm assuming that is the case. Now, going back to where we left off. Okay, here. More shell pieces. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Okay, some more pictures of Black Navy with, like, the top. It's nothing we've never seen before. More feet pegs. These are more for the feet joint. Or the ankle joint. Ooh, it's Kara, the android. Oh, the cosplay is coming along good. Oh, that's what that picture was of the shirt. Okay, okay, it's coming together. It's coming together. Detroit Become Human. Kara's coming into the picture. Okay, we got the fiery red or orange long wave wig. Again, the same picture again of this really cool short wig for the guys. All right, so this says before, after, before, after. Okay. So it looks like you have a elongated cylinder to accept the peg from the arm. Now you have it much shorter. And and it looks like the arm peg goes over this one. And before you see the little teeth, and now you see like rounded edges, but still teeth nonetheless. Okay, then there's more techie stuff. This is, I guess, to create that screen and chat GPT like on the smart doll. Okay, some more electronic techie stuff that I have no idea what I'm looking at. More of the same with the little screen here. Okay, this is it all lit up in a clear Cortex body. Very cool. It looks like a very tight space though. If you like really look at this, that's a tight space. Okay, more of the jacket here that he's been making. A prototype we've seen so many of. The flannel shirt looks really cool actually with the jeans. That does look really cool. And I like the little beanie, the gray and red beanie. It looks cool. Okay, we got some more pair heads showing up. More pair prowess. Okay, more of the hands. This has like little fists and like the, I don't know, reaching out hands, I guess you could call it. Like reaching out into nothingness. Some more high heel feet. In Coco, you can have some more push-up busts in these, I guess, tan or T. Oh, look at this. It's like very dirty. Like I'm assuming on purpose. Give it like a weathered look. Looks interesting. What it's going to be used for, I have no idea. Okay, then we have the medium wave, like blue and gray wig. Looks very cool. Some dark medium wave wig as well. And I believe that's it. Yeah, we leave off at the wigs. So that's everything. I think the biggest takeaway from like today's episode in Smart Doll Land is just the little like computer chip in the Cortex. Just looks so cool. I think seeing the inside of Cortex 2. Excuse me. Also very cool. The Indian outfits I think are very cool looking. I definitely like those a lot. The green overalls I really do like a lot, just as much as Magical Girl does. Those overalls are really cool looking. Okay, and that's pretty much everything, I believe, from Smart Doll Land. Yeah. So that is everything for the news. We covered all the Dolphy Dream stuff. We covered all the Azone stuff for this week. Fixing my chair. So, you know, not too much going on in Dolphy Dreamland, but we do have finally some answers and more pictures for the Snow Miku outfit. So please remember, if you want to get the Snow Miku outfit, to sign on into the Volks International website or the Volks USA website on February the 15th. Azone stuff, we're still waiting on more Iris Collect stuff and like 1/3 scale things. Right now, they're really heavily invested in doing 1/6 and 1/12 scale. And then in Smart Doll Land, we saw a lot of really cool stuff that might be coming down the pike for future releases. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to his X account, I really hate saying that every time, but he's been talking a lot lately on his X account about like, you know, like slowing down. You know, we're not doing this for profit. We can't keep like a good, like huge amount of stuff because, you know, things are always circulating and they don't want to bog down with logistics, and they want to keep creativity sharp by always making new things, etc., etc., etc. So he's just posting more of the same of that. Not that it's not important. It's just that, you know, I think he's making a point that everybody should know, you know, what the expectations should be, you know, when it comes to Smart Doll Land stuff. But other than that, yeah, I think that's everything. So, no episode of Beyond the Doll next week. As we are officially on the every other week schedule. So next week there's no live stream, just so you guys know ahead of time. But the week after, which is going to be, it's going to be the same time as the Doll Meetup, because the week after would be Friday the 21st. So we're going to have our episode of Beyond the Doll on Friday the 21st, and then the Doll Meetup, the South Jersey Doll Meetup, on the 22nd, the next day. So, yeah, that's everything for the news today. So, thank you everybody for coming to today's episode. As always, I'm your host, Shizusan, and my beautiful assistant here is the very lovely Asuna. Thank you everybody for coming by tonight. I had a lot of good time talking with you guys, especially about doll stuff, but also all the other really fun tangential things that we talked about in today's episode. It was definitely a lot of fun. So I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for an episode of Beyond the Doll. So again, thank you everybody for coming, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.
Leather jacket on in the snow. Always such a cool guy. New life, new clothes, but baby, you're the same. I see it from afar. You haven't changed a bit. And you still make the same tired jokes. Thank God that I moved on, but heaven knows how you broke me down. Haven't seen you in a while, but I don't miss you at all. But I hope you do. Yeah, I hope that you think of me. See my face in strangers in the street. Every time you drink tequila, you still picture me there, dancing in the dark. I bet your heart skips a beat when you see something that reminds you of me. Baby, when you drink tequila, you still picture me there beside you in the dark. Yeah, I hope it hits you hard. It feels good to know you want me back. You took me for granted, now I got the upper hand. The tables have turned, I am not the same girl. I hope that you think of me. See my face in strangers in the street. Every time you drink tequila, you still picture me there, dancing in the dark. I bet your heart skips a beat when you see something that reminds you of me. Baby, when you drink tequila, you still picture me there beside you in the dark. But I hope you're feeling so lost without me that you can't sleep at night. No one to call, yeah. Call when you're feeling down. But what goes around comes back around. You had to learn the hard way. Yeah, I hope that you think of me. See my face in strangers in the street. Every time you drink tequila, you still picture me there, dancing in the dark. I bet your heart skips a beat when you see something that reminds you of me. Baby, when you drink tequila, you still picture me there beside you in the dark. Yeah, I hope it hits you hard.